So this is double electrical interlock with 3 motors. As you can see here, we have a normal start stop. We'll add a overload relay later. And we have 1 motor, so we'll need 2 more motors because there are 3 motors here. We cannot start the other 2 unless the first one is de-energized first. But you can start at any motor. So if the normal operation is a start stop, you can just copy this one. So they have identical operations. Just change the label, then add the interrupt. So when you say interlock, we are going to turn off that. We are going to turn off a circuit. So we will use a normally closed contact. So we have one emergency stop and individual stop. If that is the condition, also it depends on your circuit design. If you can have individual emergency stop, no problem. We will need space, so we are going to move this one here. Okay, this is motor 1, motor 2, and motor 3. And we are going to replace this one, so this emergency stop. Let's say stop. We switch one. You can label any as long as you have the documentation what is it all about. Then we're gonna have this one S3. It is for the don't use the same label. The software will recognize that one as one unit. S6. So they will move together. If you label this one as S5, S5, they will move together as one unit. Okay. So if we are going to turn this on, they can turn on one at a time without the interlock. And that is blue notification, no problem. We don't label the auxiliary here. We have to label them. So this will be M1 and M2. The holding contact or latching contact. M3. And not properly connected. Remove them so you can finally connect them properly. The technique is the last one and branch out the second. We have some overlapping wires, but that's fine as long as it's not red notification. Okay, they can turn on together. If we have 3 motors or 3 motors are working together. So this is not the case. If this one is turning on, we are going to interlock this one, or the other way around. So interlock means to turn off a circuit, to break a circuit. So that means we are going to use Normally close contact. Normally close contact. Interlock the two contactors. If I will start one first, so I have to break 2 and 3. M1, this is M1, normally close. This is M1, normally close. So interlock means to break a circuit. If this circuit here, you're going to break, so you are going to make to use a break contact, normally close contact, initially close contact. You will see. Overlapping of wires means because we drag this one, so the wires here are overlapping. You cannot own the TV, only one motor is in operation. So copy, paste, just change the motor. Motor label. So we are going to place this inside the working area, otherwise this will error also. And you can have CB2, CB3, change this one. CB3, CB3, circuit breaker 4, circuit breaker 4, and you can change them M2. Now in this case, you will have another one main circuit breaker, for these three are the branches, and designed according to the local electrical code you have. So if there are three motors, you are going to use three thermal overload relays or overload relays, and they are dependent on the motors, not full load current. Depends on your motor. The overload relay is set according to the size according to the size of the motor. Okay, we have to turn that on. No, unless you are going to stop this. This one, this one tail can on, and they can come back here. So it's not the operation. So what we are doing here, to that circuit, we are going to do that. Interlock this one, interlock this one. Then this one, interlock this one, and interlock this one. Same as this one. So 1, 1. This is 2, there is 2 here, there is 2 here. This is 3, there is 3 here, there is 3 here. So we're going to break this one and install 2 contacts. These are 2 and 3. Do not place M1 here, that is self-interlock, it will vibrate. Because this one and this one, if that is M1, is they're gonna find place to turn and off. So there will be vibration. So this is 2 M2 and M3. Never place M1 there, or the self interlock. And this is another M3. No M2 there. And this is M2. No M3 there. We'll see. This one. No, no. If you turn on the CB, only one motor is turning on. Unless you're going to stop. Okay, next. No, no, stop. You can have the overload relay, individual overload relay. You can place at the bottom after the last interlock. So one overload relay here, one overload relay here, one overload relay here. So copy one, copy. Just one contact because this is auxiliary. Copy one. So the overload relay here is a symbol of D10 normally closed push button switch. It will latch similar to the function of the overload relay enough, wherein it will have a mechanical latching similar to a one pole switch at home. Circuit breaker 1, 2, 3, 4. Simulate overload relay. Okay. This one, simulate overload relay. Simulate overload relay. Then you can add the alarm if you want the alarm. Because there should be acoustic or light signal. You can use the light or all together. So there are three overload relays, there are three alarms, so you can identify what motor is in trouble. And that is opposite to this one. So normally open, D10 switch. This one. This was the normally closed break. This will be the normally open. Okay, and the buzzer here is not, or the alarm here is not similar to the fire alarm. Okay, otherwise the inhabitants, the people inside the building might go out and mistakenly decided that it is a fire alarm. It's not a horn for fire alarm, but only for the area buzzer. Only the people inside the operating area or the industrial area where the motor is in operation. So TOR1. Do not use a big buzzer or fire alarm horn. TOR2. TOR3. Or OL1, OL2, OL3 in US standard. Okay, that should be directly connected to the lines. Do not connect here, so it will not be controlled by the emergency stop push button. You can have as many as three of this, one here, one here, one here. It depends on your design and where are the motors located in actual. In reality, you can have at least two so that the operator can access. So one for this one for this one for this one, and one main. The motor has a conveyor system in every distances that is accessible to the human operator. You can place emergency stop in case of emergency. Okay, don't forget to turn on the circuit breaker. Okay, simulate overload relay. One alarm. You can also design that if one TOR is, if one motor is in trouble, the other two cannot operate. That means you will use one overload relay. If the motors are identical and they are not in operation at the same time, that provided if the motors are identical, you can use one overload relay. If there are three motors of different sizes, three different sizes of overload relay. Again, do not reset but turn off the circuit breaker. In some cases, it will memory here. That software will sometimes do that one, but that's fine. Turn that off. Okay, the other one. Okay. Okay, then you're going to reset. Simulate to your turn off CB. Find the trouble of this one first. You do not have to reset that one. Turn off CB. Turn off CB. Turn off this one. Okay, again in reality, this is connected to the main circuit breaker here. You will have one circuit breaker here, and this auxiliary circuit is connected to that circuit breaker. Plus the auxiliary transformer if you have different voltage. Auxiliary usually has different voltage compared to the motor. If this is 440, 460, 480, 580, this one is around 110, 220, 240. This is 240, sometimes there is 110 and sometimes 240 volts AC. This is 380, this one is usually lower than the motor voltage. Okay, this is about the double interlock circuit. So again, if we are going to interlock a circuit, use the normally closed contact. Normally closed contact. Interlock this one, normally closed contact. Normally closed contact. Normally closed contact. Normally closed contact. The other one is the uh, sequential operation. You can use sequential operation by using opposite one. Normally open contact. We're going to operate this one first, and this one is the next one. We are going to have normally open here, so that this can operate, and all together the three can operate. So that is the sequential. Turn this one on, normally open. Then you can turn this on if the operation stays that way. For sequential, you are going to use normally open. For electrical interlock, you are going to use normally closed. You can use also timers for automatic sequential. That's all for this video. Please subscribe. Thank you and Have a happy day.